And hello, everybody. This is Christmas Stuart Buzz. Let's get started on this podcast today. This is the 10 pet peeves that I have. Okay, listening, of course, 1 through 10. The first pet peeve that I have is people who think psychics know everything. So no matter what, every time I hear, oh, I thought you would know that. Or if we ask them what their name is, their first name only, of course, they would say, don't you know that? No, I don't, boneheads. I don't know your name. I don't
Unknown
know
caller.
all that fun stuff. Oh, the phone's ringing. How about that? That's crazy. That was loud. So I don't know everything. No psychic knows everything, okay? We don't know the lotto numbers. We don't know. So we don't know your first name. We don't know things that you would expect us to know. It doesn't work that way. So it's time that you stop saying all those crazy jokes, because I've heard every single one of them before, just so you know. The next one, people who use handicap stickers on their car and are not handicapped. You know, the things you hang from your rearview mirror. So we had some spiritual people who claimed they're healers. How ironic, right? So they're healers, and they had a handicap sticker on their vehicle. Now, mind you, that's cool. If you're handicapped and you can't walk or something like that, or for other reasons that you're handicapped, so be it. So I had asked him, I said, if you're a healer, why do you have a handicap sticker? So the gentleman, there's a woman and a man, the gentleman, which I will not name the names, claimed, oh, by the way, that's not our handicap sticker. That was the mother's handicap sticker. To top it off, the mom passed. She's not even alive. And they're driving around with her handicap sticker so they don't have to walk the extra 50, 60, 70 feet because they're too lazy. How sad is that? I will not use the handicap spot. And I do have a handicap sticker. I have an issue with walking. Those of you who know me know that. And now that I had this quadruple bypass, I do not find myself to be handicapped in any way. I will recover fully and I will be fine. But I definitely do have an issue walking. But I will not use the handicap sticker if there's a parking spot available in downtown Stuart, just so you know. But yet there is a person who is not handicapped at all who uses the handicap sticker because it was their dead moms. That's sad. It's really sad that people are that lazy. That's number 2. Number 3, people who claim to be world renowned. I hear these psychics, locals, world renowned. Really? When was the last time you did a reading in China? I don't think so. So as far as world renowned, you're self-proclaimed world renowned. Okay? You're not world renowned. Get over yourself. Shut up. Take it down. You look like an idiot. Just saying. World renowned? Really? I do a lot of readings. I am clearly not world renowned. By any means, not world renowned. These people need to get their ego straight. I can't believe that they even advertise that they're world renowned. If you do readings in China, if you do readings all around the world, still does not mean you're world renowned, okay? You just do readings around the world, that's all. I did readings around the world. I'm not world renowned. I'm just a regular dude that does readings via FaceTime or Skype or something like that. You need to get your head out of your ass, okay? I hope you guys are watching this because you know who you are. Number 4. People that expect discounts everywhere they go. We had somebody come into our store. One of the young ladies that worked for us was behind the counter. I was not there. They told me about it. And this guy walks in, takes something off the $20 rack that we have outside, places it on the counter and says, I only have 15. What? But it's 20. Well, I only have 15. I guess I'll have to use my card. Okay. Oh, I'm going to use my card. Can I have a discount, please? Huh? Do you go into Publix or some grocery store and you see a filet mignon and you put it on the conveyor belt to check out for the food and tell them, you know what? I only have like $15 and the steak is 20, so I'm going to pay you 15. They're going to tell you no. They're going to tell you no. And then they're not going to give you a discount. So you arrogant moron, I hope you're watching this. Stop walking around like you're entitled, because you're not. Get over yourself. Jeez. Pet peeves. 10 best pet peeves. It actually took me a while to write them down. But definitely these are them. The next one, number 5, are those phone scammers. And with all due respect, why all those phone scammers can't speak good English? Can I get a good American phone scammer, please? Just a good American phone scammer. I personally like the phone scammers, but it is a pet peeve of mine. They do take up time. Because what happens is I stay on the phone with them. And I pretend like the dude that says I have a virus on my computer. I'm like, oh my God, I have a virus on my computer? What do I do? He says, oh, hey, what you need to do is you need to go to 7-Eleven and get a gift card. And I pretend to get in my car. I tell him I'm driving. I'm getting the thing. I even go as far as staying on the phone sometimes for 30 minutes if I have nothing to do, because it's just so fun. And at the end, I'm like, dude, do you think we're that stupid here? Really? I don't believe you. We also had a utility company call us up at the store, called me up, told me that they're going to shut off my electricity in 15 minutes. And they were realistic. The phone came across as Florida Power and Light. It was really very realistic. And I was like, no, why would you do that? I paid my bill and everything. Oh, no, sir, we're going to be shutting your electric off. You have to go to this store, and get this. And I said, well, that doesn't make any sense. I literally called my landlord, and they said, no, that's not true. They're probably scamming you. So I actually called these people back, and I said, oh, by the way, you can go ahead and shut off my electric. Go ahead and do that. Now, I know what you people are going to say, and this goes to number 1. No. Yeah, I'm psychic. I don't know everything. I don't know if these people are going to shut off my electric for some reason, or there was a glitch in the system. No, we don't know everything. So, phone scammers, definitely number 5. Number 6, people who judge you about your politics. First of all, if you're going to judge me, don't ask. I'm neither Republican, Democrat. It doesn't matter. If you're either Republican or a Democrat, it would not matter to me. We can either agree to disagree, or we can agree to agree. Why does it matter? I have gotten looks in the store for selling certain things. And some people walk into the store and just judge you by the things that you sell. They think you're a certain political party. What does it matter what political party you are? We're human beings. We treat each other with respect no matter what. Got something in my eye. Number 7, people who judge you on your religion. So I have a guy that comes into the store and he recites the Bible up and down. No, I believe in the Bible. Some things in the Bible, not everything, but I do believe in some things. And he preaches it to me. And I said, oh, well, I don't necessarily believe in that part. He's a very nice guy. It's just that he's confrontational when it comes to religion. I'm a Methodist, okay? My minister can get married. But yet, this guy judges me on my religion. I wear Jesus around my neck, all that other stuff, but he just, for some reason, the dude has to judge me, and he recites the Bible. I'm not going to judge you if you're Buddhist, if you're paganism, if you're Methodist, if you're Catholic, if you're anything. I'm not going to judge you. Please lighten up on that. Oh, this is a funny one. And this is really true. This has always bothered me. Do you ever see the commercials about like the hair club for men? Get your confidence back. Grow your hair. Well, I'm sorry. Even if I did grow my hair, I'd probably be bald right here. It doesn't make me lose my confidence. Not in any way, shape, or form. If hair makes you have confidence, then you're not confident. It shouldn't matter whether you have hair or no hair. So, please, don't get those hair plugs. It doesn't matter. It's not going to bring you your confidence back. Now, if you have an ugly shaped head, maybe. But if you're like bald, be bald. Love who you are. You don't need to gain confidence by growing hair or putting fake hair on. It's true. Like it or don't. By the way, do you have a pet peeve? If you have a pet peeve, put it in the comments below. Because I want to hear your pet peeves. I want to hear if you agree with any of my pet peeves so far. I would love for you to comment below. Hit the like button. And comment below whether or not you agree with them or if you have a pet peeve of your own. I would love to hear it. Number 9. People who play the system. There are people that play the system, meaning, that they're not handicapped in any way, shape, or form, yet they claim the disability. I know people that have done this, and nobody in particular that I'm even talking about. It's just always been a bit of a pet peeve of mine. People play the system, not just on disability, but on so many levels of things. They feel that they're entitled. They don't have to work or something like that. It's just wrong to do. If everybody stopped doing that, we would probably save a boatload of money as far as the government's concerned. But I'm not a big fan of the government to begin with. And that's a fact. That's another pet peeve thing that I'll have to go is the government. But I'm not going to get political on that. And not just this government, it's the government since I'm a young man, which apparently is a long time ago. So there. Number 10. The people that think that if you don't go to church, you don't believe in God. Well, I do. I don't know who God is. I know who Jesus is, and that's God's son. I'm God's son. You guys are God's children. But it doesn't mean I have to go to church to believe in this. I definitely believe in a higher power. And if you don't, I'm cool with that as well. If you're atheist, I don't care. Whatever you want to believe in is your right as a human being to believe. So continue to do that. But don't judge others. What they believe in. That would be sort of hypocritical. I gotta rub my eye. Okay, good. So, number 10, religion, going to church. Now, yes, I had one on religion earlier, but that was a different story. This is about going to church with a collection plate, things like that. Give to a charity. Give to your local charity. That's what God would want, isn't it? I'm thinking. What is your pet peeve? Comment below, and I'll respond. Talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed my 10 pet peeves, because it is. I sit here and ponder as I'm recouping from my bypass about what annoys me about people, other than people being people. Because I have a Bichon sitting on my chair right over here, who's just absolutely amazing. I was talking to a young lady, an actual nurse that was calling me up today, and she was talking to me, and she said, do you have any other questions, or is there anything that's bothering you? I said, well, for the most part, people, because I am spending more time with my puppy, and I like my puppy. I do. On a whole, human beings are good. And I have a lot of really, really cool associates that I deal with on a regular basis who I have become close to. But on a whole, my puppy's amazing. That's it, guys. You have a blessed day. I will probably talk to you tomorrow. Bye.